guys, so today I thought I'd do a video to talk about how living in Norway differs from living in Florida. I'm from Norway, but I lived in Florida for the past 9 months. So I'm gonna try to tell you guys about the differences, of course not all the differences, but some of the major ones. So obviously the first difference that I met was language. It's just something you have to get used to. And also the second thing that I met was obviously how freaking humid Florida is. Because Norway is not humid. The air in Norway is fresh. It's so nice. But in Florida, it's so freaking humid. Like, I could barely breathe when I went out there. It was like, what? And, of course, the heat. It's freaking hot in Florida. To compare, right, like a good day in Norway, that's like 20 degrees Celsius. In Florida, it's like a normal day is 30 degrees Celsius. A big difference about living in Florida and living in Norway. Like, if we are bored, it's just like, what can we do? In Florida, it's like, oh, I'm bored. Let's go to Disney or Universal Studios or SeaWorld or anything. Like, there are so many theme parks. And in Norway, we don't really have a lot of theme parks. We have like just a few, and those are far away from me. I have to like go on a freaking vacation to get to them. But if you live in Florida or if you live in Orlando, you're very close to Disney and all the other theme parks. And it's so much fun. Like, there's always something to do. Norway, Florida, it's definitely cheaper. So there's a lot of things I did in Florida that I would never do in Norway. One of the things I missed the most when I was in Florida, they didn't have any mountains. Just for a comparison, Florida is swamp. So it's freaking flat, there's no mountains, no hills, nothing. So if you're ever going to go bicycling in a state, go bicycling in Florida, because there's just no hills. But Norway, we have mountains everywhere. There are so many mountains. It's awesome. Something that's very different from pretty much all of the US and Norway is that people are so much more polite in the US. I'm talking about how you talk to strangers, because in Norway we don't really talk to strangers. Like when you meet people and you're like, hi, how are you? That's something we don't do in Norway. If I were to ask someone, how are you? They would be like, why are you asking? We don't really pretend to care if we don't. I find the hi, how are you phrase pretty annoying because I know that people don't care. Like, you have to reply good. If you don't, it would just be awkward. Why do you even ask if you don't even care? That's something that, like, being Norwegian, I find that uncomfortable. But I just had to get used to it because everybody kept asking me. And if I didn't answer, they would find me rude. And in the beginning, I was like, hi. And then I didn't answer them and they were like, what? And also how if you bump into someone, you'll say sorry. We don't do that in Norway. Like, I did that in the US. That was what I was used to. I felt like that was my culture. But when I got back to Norway and I bumped into someone and I said, oh, sorry, they were like, what? Why did you talk to me? I guess it's not okay to talk to strangers in this country. Like, on that point, I feel like I'm more American than Norwegian, because when people bump into me and they don't even say like sorry or whoops or whatever, I find it so annoying. I didn't find it annoying before I moved to the US, but now it's like, don't freaking bump into me without apologizing. A thing that's different that I had to get used to is that in the US the week starts with Sunday, or the first day of the week is Sunday. But in Norway the last day of the week is Sunday, so the first day of the week will be Monday. And that's something that I struggled a little bit to understand at first, but when I get used to it, it was okay. And the same thing with how you write dates, because in Norway we write day, month, year, and the US you write it like month, day, year. So at first I was like, how can you be in month 28? So that was hard to get used to, but it went fine. And now when I'm in Norway, I'm like, how do we write it again? A very big difference between living in Norway and living in Florida is that Florida has no real seasons. Florida is just basically summer all year round. I missed the snow so bad. I also missed the fall because I love it when like the leaves go yellow or orange and brown, and you know, there's just all of these wonderful colors in the woods. It was just weird not to have any seasons. You know, when we celebrated Christmas and there was no snow, there was sun and summer. That was just a new experience for me. Okay, so I hope this video wasn't too like messy, because I felt like I was just talking about something and then something and then something. But that's pretty much how all of my videos are, so yeah, you should be used to it by now. So thanks for watching, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!